I'm Andy Fraser, delighted to be invited down to play at the Sunderland Maritime Heritage Museum. I'm going to do some songs with a little bit of local relevance. I'm a local songwriter and I tend to write about songs about Sunderland in particular, people's lives in Sunderland, and also about kind of the wider northeast and northern England, but most of them are about Sunderland. So I'm going to do a series of songs today, a couple of them very much about our shipbuilding heritage here in Sunderland and some of our coastal heritage, and I've got one about an old fellow who used to live in this very area down at Cannon Cotton Street just along in Hendon, who played the banjo and worked in the shipyards during the Depression and had a very interesting story there. So hope you enjoy the series of songs. I'm going to do a little introduction about each of the songs, kind of what the inspiration was behind it as we go through those songs. So I hope you enjoy them. Okay, this first song I'm going to do is it's a song about a disappeared community in the northeast, and anybody who's lived in the northeast for many years will recognise that community. It's about the old community of sea callers, and I got the inspiration from this song from a couple of angles. One was a very good friend of mine used to go out with a lady from the sea calling community, so I've always been aware of them. She lived in the Blackhall sea calling community, and there's a very famous photographer mapped a lot of northern England during the 70s and 80s called Chris Killip, who died several years ago, and he spent 2 years of his life living with the Linemouth sea calling community. He did there was a beautiful retrospective exhibition of his work in the Baltic last year, and the inspiration of this song came from 3 of the pictures in his expose on the sea calling community, and each verse maps one of those pictures. So the first verse is about a sea caller riding his pony and trap along the sea carrying the coal. The second one is about a lady in an old fur coat picking coal off the beach. And the third picture is taken, I believe, just on Linemouth Bay, with a guy outside his old rusty caravan where he lived and picked sea coal for a living. So the song's called Sea Call. I'll do that song for you first of all, then we'll move on to what we do next. Okay. So, Sea Call. Robbie rides the sands in his horse and trap, and CB blazing on his jacket's back. Fading memory of a better time, for the boss's cold last orders on his local. Molly picks her coal in her old fur coat, fills 3 bags a day to keep her welder afloat. Little kid sits beside her on the blackened sand, this patch of beach, her world in old Northumberland. Bay to old man's waste is another man's gold. Detritus we call sea coal. Detritus we call sea coal. Billy sits outside his rusting caravan, under his 3 kids and wife, an Alsatian. Cold to wash up, much on Howden beach now, and the council starting sea coal.